Okay, so here we go. This is coloring how I do my icons because you asked for it and I have nothing better to do on a Sunday morning. So first layer I'm going to shade is with the dodge tool. Technically it's Guinevere's hand, but you can't really tell because it's in the corner there and it doesn't even really look like a hand at the finished icon. So just pretend that you can see the rest of the picture. I had to do this. And then I shade her tits so that it looks like she actually has some. And I define her abs, kind of. Well, I forget that my brush is already the way I need it to be. But yeah, I put a little boob shine on there because otherwise they don't stand out. And it's just tragic for her who has nothing. Yep. And oh yeah, I forgot to change my presets around. It doesn't really matter what sort of dodge you use when you do your icons, but when I did mine I found that I had them up too high because this is CS5, which is a little bit different than CS3. It's way better and way cooler. In this icon the lighting seems to come from the right side and move towards the left, so I colored in that direction around her nose and cheek there, up on her shoulder brow, and her right eye, her right, not ours, it's for us it's her left eye. And yeah, I accidentally brightened up the part that should have been shaded there, but that's okay because you can't tell and I fix it later. Ignore me. And yeah, I don't know, I was watching this earlier and there was no sound at all when I was doing it, so it just seemed really boring without some sort of dialogue, so I decided to talk without writing a script or deciding what I should do for it. So yes, more shading on the boobs to bring out the color there. And actually while I was doing this whole thing, you can see that the dodge tool and the burn tool kind of make the color a bit weird on her outfit, and that's because at the very top there you'll see a little checkbox on it goes ranges, midtones, exposure 15%, and you keep going over the little box that says protect tones, and that's a new feature of CS5 that I hadn't noticed before. And pretty much it keeps the color the same, but it kind of tweaks it so it looks a little bit different than the usual dodge and burn tool. I turn it off later in the video because I realize that's why everything's going kind of weird on me, but for now you just have to see this. Yeah, first thing I did was make the eyes on the pumpkin earrings a little bit brighter so that they was a little bit more distinguishable for the rest of it. Not that it matters when you shrink the icon, but for now it just made me feel better, so that's why I did it. Don't judge me. Just don't. And then you can see I keep bringing up that menu by accident because when I was doing this I was using my tablet, and when I kept meaning to click the layers on and off, I apparently double clicked the layer and made it bring up the menu. Ooh, and I am from Kayla. What is she saying? Oh yeah, commentary. Crap, I can't type and think at the same time. La la la, shading eyes. Just hang on a second here. Okay, there we go. Yeah. I think later I try and do like one of those cool shiny dots for the eyes, but it doesn't quite work out, so I delete it, but that hasn't happened yet, so don't worry about it. For the coloring here, the trick, I guess, that I use, the secret technique that has been passed down through my family for several generations, is just using the dodge tool on the highlights of the hair first so that when you shade the whole thing it doesn't wind up looking like the weird same color, and I think it just looks a little bit better. So that's what I use there, and I've only actually done it with like 2 icons before, but they turned out way better because of it, I think. I don't know. You seem to like the icons, so that's what's important. So yeah, I just do that to the little nubs of the hair highlights to make them brighter, and then after that's done I go in and use the dodge tool on the rest of the hair where all the color's coming from, because you can see that again the lighter parts that aren't shaded come from the right and move towards the left. So I just go after that next, even though I've still got protect tones on, so things are still looking a little bit weird compared to normal. I have to fix my exposure type range again because it doesn't really show up with a gradient, or not a gradient, with a toned picture. It's a little bit harder. And her hair turns kind of grayish at the ends, but the final icon looks really good, so I'm not gonna be too worried about that now. It was worth it. Trial and error. And Kayla's talking about Lancelot. She's like, maybe if I treat her friendly, she'll stop hating me at least. Oh, the poor thing. Yeah, during a Photoshop tutorial, I'm going to talk about Lancelot and Halloween because that's just how good it is, and this is an icon of Halloween. Hurry up and Aptasia. Just do it right now. Stop watching this video. What the fuck are you doing? Who cares about all the pretty colors on her head? You just need to go and do what I tell you right now. This instant. Oh, yay, burn time. Okay, so yeah, I've got a different layer for each shading and color for this. Even her eyes and her hair on are different color layers. It just makes it easier when you're shading so you don't accidentally like shade her face when you're trying to shade her hair. Because if I tried to dodge the hair and the skin at the same time, you can see by her eyes the whole area would just turn kind of gray and bright, too bright. Anyway, yeah, I just shade down the areas where shadow should be. Made a couple of errors when I was doing dodge tool, but that's okay because that's the beauty of this. You might want to put like a little tab in your history so that you can go back before you fuck everything up, but I didn't do that because that's for losers. So, and I don't plan ahead when I do icons, or plan ahead when I do anything actually. Whatever, this icon looks good. Look at this. All the shading is coming together on her hair and head. Yeah, the next one is her eyes. I make the bottom a little bit darker. And I think this is where I try to do that weird little exposure thing, because in this they didn't actually draw that little white circle that eyes usually have. So I think, ooh, I'll be creative and put one in, and it winds up making her look like a demon. Yeah, here I go. Here I go, fucking up Halloween's eyes. Look what I can do. I can make pretty colors. Yeah. No, it just looks weird when I zoom out in like a couple of seconds. It looks like she's possessed or gone nuts. Or an alien. It just really doesn't look good at all. Yeah, see there? She looks demonic. So I decided, no, not gonna do that. And I'm just gonna pretend that didn't happen. And yeah.
My god, what the hell did you do?
Robbie, shush. I'm recording something for this. Don't ruin it.
Oh. Sorry.
Go away. But yeah, ignore them. It was my brother. Maybe I should redo this part. Maybe I'll cut it out. I don't know. Maybe I'll leave it in because it's kind of funny. And yeah, I know you'll laugh at me. And that makes me happy, I guess. Well, not really. Oh yeah, look at me go. I'm trying to shade a color that isn't even on that layer. Just because I'm pro. I can shade through layers.